The operator lowered her voice and began to whisper confidentially.
"You sound like a very nice mouse,"
she began.
"So I'm going to let you in on a secret. There are only a few bottles left."
I gasped. Were there really that many bald rodents scampering around out there?
"We've received so many calls,"
the operator continued knowingly.
"The lotion is selling like hot cheese sticks at a winter carnival. I would order a few more if I were you. I think we're going to sell out."
I chewed my whiskers nervously. I couldn't wear my new helmet without the lotion. What if I ran out? I would be in big trouble then. I'd be one sorry, bald mouse. I'd better order 3. No, 4. No, 5. No, make that 8. Or even 10. Yes, I'll take 10. No, how about 12 bottles? I stammered.
"Good choice,"
the operator murmured.
"I'll put you down for 12 bottles. We'll deliver them right away. Have your money ready."
Baldies unite. Minutes later, the doorbell rang. Ding dong. It was a mouse with lots of thick, curly fur on his head. He was wearing rollerblades and holding a package. "Are you Geronimo Stilton?" he asked. I nodded. "Yes, that's me." He flashed all of his 32 teeth. Then he stuck the package in my left paw and a bill in my right. "Will that be cash or check?" he smiled. Check," I mumbled. I stared at the bill and turned white. I shrieked, "I could buy a whole year's worth of cheese for this kind of money." Quick as an alley cat, he snatched back the box. "Does this mean you're not paying? Did you change your mind?" he demanded. Well, it's just that it's a little pricey," I stammered. The delivery mouse peered closely at my fur. "Wow. Did you know you already have a bald spot?" He whipped out a mirror to show me. But before I could check, the delivery mouse stretched out his paw and yanked a tuft of fur from my ear. "Just as I thought," he cried. "Your fur is already falling out. Look at this clump." I stared down at my fur in his paw. My precious fluffy brown fur. Well, this was more serious than I'd thought. "But does the helmet really work?" I asked, still not convinced. The delivery mouse flashed his teeth again. Then he patted his own head of thick, curly fur. "I'm not just a delivery mouse," he grinned. "I'm also a client. I was as bald as a fresh ball of mozzarella before I started using this product." I paid the bill with a sigh of envy. Fur, zzz. Back in my house, I smeared the miracle lotion onto my head. I put on the helmet and plugged it into the wall. Immediately, the helmet began massaging my scalp. Fur, zzz. I plopped down in front of the TV. Right then, the phone rang. "Hello?" I said. I could just make out a voice.
"I would like to speak with Geronimo Stilton, the editor of the Rodents Gazette,"
it said. "I'm Stilton, Geronimo Stilton," I answered. I turned down the TV, but my helmet was still buzzing away.
"It's Professor Paws von Volt,"
the voice continued.
"Geronimo, I need your help."
I jumped to my paws. Professor von Volt was a brilliant scientist. He was a dear old friend. We had met a long time ago on one of my many adventures. I would do anything for him. Now I strained to hear the professor's words. It sounded like he was in some sort of trouble. "Where are you, Professor von Volt?" I cried. My friend's voice seemed to be growing weaker and weaker.
"Geronimo, I'm calling from my secret lab in the Himalayas. I need your help."
He squeaked.
"You are the only one I trust. Please go to my house. You'll find the keys under the welcome rat mat. I need you to find my secret diary and bring it to me. It's very important."
I began to twirl my whiskers nervously. The professor's voice was growing fainter by the minute. What had happened? Why did he need my help? "Professor, please, speak up," I cried. "I can't hear you." But it was no use. His voice was fading away.
"The diary. It's very important. found the yeti's paw prints. Life in danger.
Then the line went dead. I put down the receiver. I knew I absolutely had to help the professor. After all, that's what friends are for. You poor cheese brain. Ding dong. The doorbell rang again. I went to open it, still wearing my helmet. It was my sister, Thea. She works as a special correspondent at the Rodents Gazette. "What on earth are you wearing on your head?" she exclaimed. I touched my head. I guess I did look a little silly in the helmet. Still, my sister never missed a chance to make fun of me. It was probably her favorite hobby, after going on dates. "This helmet is going to make my fur grow thicker," I tried to explain. My sister just snickered. "The mouse on TV said it really works," I insisted. Thea didn't seem convinced. In fact, she began to giggle. Just then I remembered the phone call. I grabbed my sister's tail. "Listen, I've got the most unbelievable news," I squeaked. "I just got a call from Professor Von Volt. He said something about a yeti. You know, the hairy beast that is supposed to live in the Himalayas. Maybe he spotted one." Now Thea was really rolling with laughter, that is. She was roaring so hard she could barely squeak. "You poor cheese brain," she finally choked out. "How did you get to be such a dimwit? First a helmet that makes your fur grow, now a yeti? It's amazing that we are related." I stamped my paw. "But I'm telling you, Thea, it was the professor. He said his life was in danger," I shrieked. Thea shook her head. "Really, Jerry Berry? Everyone knows the yeti is just some silly made-up monster," she sighed. "You need to get out more. You know, get your face out of your encyclopedia once in a while." She stroked her fur absent-mindedly. Now I was getting mad. It was one thing to pick on me, but my encyclopedia was priceless. "Listen, Thea," I insisted. "If Professor Von Volt really did find a yeti, it would be a great scoop for the paper. You wouldn't want the Daily Rat to get it first, would you?" My sister rolled her eyes. "I'm telling you, someone is pulling your paw," she said. "Speaking of jokesters, have you seen our cousin Trap lately?" Just then a familiar mouse strolled through my front door. Yes, it was the king of pranks himself, my annoying cousin, Trap Stilton. "What's shaking, cousinkins?" he grinned, jabbing me in the arm. "I heard my name and came scampering." He danced over to my fridge, then he helped himself to a huge block of cheddar. "There goes breakfast, lunch, and dinner," I fumed to myself. Thea giggled. "Trap," she cried. "Did you just play a joke on Geronimo?" The Abominable Snow Rat. My cousin chuckled. "A joke? Which one?" "I've played so many jokes on Geronimo, I've lost count," he declared. "After all, he's the perfect target. He always falls for it." Thea nodded impatiently. "Well, yes, but I'm talking about a new joke. Someone just called Geronimo and told him he has seen a yeti." Trap snickered under his whiskers. "A yeti?" he squeaked. Interesting. You mean one of those hairy beasts who live in the mountains?" I nodded. "Cousinkins," Trap shrieked. "I'll let you in on a secret. The yeti does not exist. It's all made up. Like the abominable snow rat. Just a story." For the first time, he seemed to notice the helmet on my head. "What's that thingy covering your pea brain? Are you playing Space Mouse? You're a little old for dress-up, don't you think, Germeister?" "Well, I don't care who believes me," I squeaked. "Professor Von Volt needs my help. I'm going off to find him and the yeti. At least this mouse knows the true value of friendship." For once, my sister and Trap did not let out one squeak. Their jaws hit the ground. And do you know why? Because any mouse who knows me knows I hate traveling.